I gave you verse. I gave you words which could have raised the dead, restored sight to the blind. Every poem was filled with distilled moonlight, encoded with the song of spheres, with fairy spells and tincture of life. And to what end? Did you sense the priceless worth beneath your eyes? Did you stop a moment? Did you realize the power of life invested in those simple words? Or did you race past, looking for something else, something that cost your purse, a piece of art to have and hold? Perverse people of this world, you think the answer lies in shiny things, perceived repositories of wealth and worth, that free you from the need to seek within and work your gold, that you can hitch a lift and ride another's soul. You think you can ignore, suppress your poet's spirit voice, the God within, and compensate for this by going to church or reading books, endless books, describing lives we're not prepared to live, or flirt with art we're not prepared to co-create. For each one of us, must raise this art from lifelessness, must innovate, incorporate, and set it free to fly, to soar throughout the stratosphere of me. Unless I co-create, unless I learn to interact with art, whichever form it takes, to make myself the sacred space, the living, breathing world where art can put down roots and bridge the sharp divide of sky and earth, unless I raise it to the soul awareness mind and watch the flower of meaning sense unfold with petals of unspeakable delight, unless I connect with Source, that same creative force which spun the cloth of space and time, that gave us life in every form, that gives us words and thoughts, the power of genius which undiscovers every limitation, every can't be done, which never fails to conjure light of sun from blackest void and darkest night, which spins the golden thread connecting all as one, which smiles and smiling disempowers every fear and doubt, which melts the polar ice of being less than what I truly am, restoring me to Eden's paradise, abundant life, abundant life, abundant life. Unless I co-create and make this art my own and feel it, know it, live it, be it, plant its seed of light within my soul, water it with consciousness and breathe it whole, unless I take this tiny step, connecting sound and word, connecting art and life, the light remains unbirthed, a phantom child, and I remain a prodigy of naught. I gave you verse, and what? Did you voice it aloud? Did you give it wings to fly about? Did you activate the sacred space within, without? Did you make it your own and set up home in the conscious state of poem? Did you feel the interweave of sound and word, meaning, sense? the quantum leap as the spark of godlike intelligence combines four vital elements in one. The living song of life itself, how every note has meaning only if the sound vibrates with meaning's source in me. How there's another layer of meaning awaiting discovery once I quit this realm of seem and free myself from Maya's all-pervasive dream awakening in is, the beingness of be, which words cannot describe, the marriage of heart and mind in simple, perfect unity. And liberty, for is of be unpredicates all notion of captivity, returns me to the cosmic flow, the Om, the end of poetry. Aye, who needs verse when you can be the allness of the omni-mind? Who needs verse when you can sense, know, and ride the living stream of all that is? Absurd to play with verse when you can be, and being know, and knowing grow beyond the narrow verge of fruitless seam. So use this verse, dear friends. By all means, use it as a tool or technology to better feel what is, what words unversed cannot express, a resonance of meaning sense. These lines are but a means to an end, a quest for what is true. But don't imagine there's any worth in printed signs called words unless it's found in you. For you are more than just a screen for these projected images, more than passive connoisseur or friend of poesy. Without you there is no muse. All that you receive you first create as vision for the poet to translate. Indeed, I sense you, hear you as I write these words. You guide my thoughts. You shape the flow of what's emerging from the quantum stream as poem. I greet you in your timelessness, interdimensionally. I bow to you, the light that shines within your being. With shame I confess my inadequacy, my failure to faithfully represent the inner sense, the truth of what pours forth from you as liquid gold, ambrosial dew from the muse's crystal fount. For here, as ever, poet fails to climb Parnassus Mount, to put in words the vision unsuppressed of sheer delight. And yet the attempt, however flawed, provides the link, the seed with which to co-create. And you can sense what poet feebly stumbles to relate, and pick your way through the cacophony of sound with grace. So come with me, dear spirit being that you are, into silence, into verse's dancing star. I give you verse. Do with it what you will, for you are free to live however you please. Oh, great indeed is your artistry, as you weave a tale of self into this wide, wide tapestry of life, and sail your ship of me over the wide, wide sea of experiencing being bodily. But should you choose, you may use this verse to sense the underlying, overarching is of be, to creep from beneath the tentacles of time and climb the shaman tree into other layers of reality. Let verse be a vine that leads you home, back to heart, a medley of words that lifts the curse of shallow, me-full-mindedness. Let there be flapping wings, rustling leaves, creaking boughs, birds, bees, all of nature's sounds, smells, and soul-reviving scenes, that we might sense afresh the is of be, a lighting in abundant, meaningful reality, with no further need for dreary, lifeless poetry.